Fair use. YouTube, if you come at me, we're gonna have a big problem. Honest, this is all meant for teaching and edification. There's no reason whatsoever I should get a copyright strike or a copyright claim. Alright, these are all my photos I put together. Period. Talk about these apps and logos, these signs and symbols tying into Freemasonry and Satanism. Now, you don't have to take everything I say and agree with it, but some of these symbols they use are so blatant, so right in your face, that it's actually impossible to deny it by the end of this video. Yeah, I thought I would add in a few photos of Bill Gates here posing for a magazine, throwing up the one eye symbolism, all-seeing eye. Pretty sinister looking guy, honestly, especially on that Xbox one. Here you got him with the lightning bolt, master of the universe. The only master of the universe is the Most High God. Alright? Stop trying to play God. You ain't one. Right off the bat, we got the number of the beast with Google Chrome. And this one's pretty obvious. I've seen other people cover it before. Then we got the Google Play logo, or Seal of Satan. Same triangles, same shape. But honestly, it actually could be a coincidence, you know? Just like the old Gmail logo, resembling a 33rd degree Master Masonic apron. How about the big G logo itself? Anything look familiar to y'all? And look, I'll apologize if I'm not speaking clearly or I'm speaking quietly. I'm not the greatest speaker. I had a few people commenting about that in my last videos. I'm gonna work on that though. But here you got Mark Zuckerberg, or as I like to call him, Suckerberg. Here he is on a few magazine covers, just throwing up the one eye symbolism again. On this back of the Wired magazine, he's got devil horns sticking out. But yeah, if you actually believe this guy was some college student who created social media to connect people, you're sadly mistaken. This guy is an agent, alright? All social media has done is bring people further apart, further away from God, further away from family, further away from themselves. It's created people to be lovers of themselves. And they're just missing out on real life. Don't you remember before all this stuff came out, how much more happy you were, how much better you felt, how much more energy you had? It's just come to the point where we feel like we need it. We need the technology because we're so used to having it. But if we never had it in the first place, we'd be 100% better off. Now, the Facebook logo itself is an exact replica of the Masonic tubal cane. You can't tell me it isn't. Alright, you just can't. Has the thumbs up and everything. Now he's trying to come up with all this metaverse stuff. He wants everyone to live in a virtual hell, and honestly, none of it sits right with me. I don't want to go over anyone's heads though, but meta in Hebrew actually means death and dead. That should tell you something right there. Also, the symbol represents Ouroboros. The infinity symbol comes from the serpent biting its tail, which is satanic. And if you look up Devil's Curve, it also resembles that. Now on the top left, you can see the sucker chose to use this symbol to represent Facebook, and I think it was one of his jackets. And people will claim this is the Star of David or Zion. Complete nonsense. It's actually an ancient symbol, Sea of Solomon. It's a Freemasonic symbol. It represents magic, witchcraft. It's not the Star of David, right? Now this one, I guarantee is going to go over a lot of people's heads. But the Facebook Messenger logo, very well could have been a coincidence. Maybe he just likes lightning bolts. Maybe he just chose that as a symbol. But the lightning bolt is one of the most commonly used symbols I'll see to represent Satan. You see it in all these different things. AC/DC, Kiss, Marilyn Manson, Harry Potter's forehead, you know, and it just, the list goes on. I see it all the time because Satan was casted out of heaven like a lightning bolt, it says in the Bible. And the Twitter creator actually threw a little get together and sacrificed a goat. Mark Zuckerberg apparently slit its throat. And that's completely satanic. These people sacrifice goats in rituals. That's the type of shit they do. But he likes to mock its users in the name itself. Twit means a silly or foolish person. Witter means to babble on or go on about useless information. Altogether meaning a foolish person going on about useless information that doesn't matter. And it's true, that's exactly what Twitter is. Moving on to Apple. Fun fact, the very first Apple computer was actually sold for $666. And this is not a coincidence. This was done by design. I don't care what they say. You don't just not know what the number of the beast is and choose to sell your very first computer as that. And then you choose to make your logo the forbidden fruit, the bite taken out of the fruit, representing the fruit of knowledge of good and evil offered from the devil in the Bible of the Garden of Eden. They're basically saying, here, take this device, walk around with it, and you can be like a god. That's what Satan deceived Eve by telling her. Don't you want to be like God? Don't you want to have all this knowledge, all this power? They're telling you, you can be like a cyborg, walking around like a robot, have all this knowledge at your will of the hand, this magical phone. You know, that's what it represents, the bite taken out of the apple. It's a commonly used symbol over and over again. Now, the Android and the Apple Store both represent the Freemason square and compass. You can especially tell on the Android store, but they're both the same. They both represent the same thing. Alright, then we got iMovie and iTunes. People claim it's a star. I claim it's a pentagram. It's always been a pentagram. 5 points. A star does not look like that. The only reason you think it's a star is because they normalized it through the last 100 years to make you think it's a star in movies, TV shows, video games, whatever. It's everywhere, alright? On top of your Christmas tree. And it's like, it's always been used as a symbol of magic and witchcraft. They just convince society that it's a star. Now, when it comes to the Safari logo, I'm not too serious about it because it's just a compass. Maybe they like compasses, or for whatever reason they chose that. But just know that in Freemasonry, the compass is one of the most main symbols that represents Freemasonry. You know? Last but not least from Apple, I just want to look at some of their emojis. Straight up disrespectful, honestly. Pregnant men, they just came up with a pregnant man emoji. Disrespectful to women, disrespectful to God. It's just not right. It's twisted. They want to take everything God made and twist it. I'm sorry to tell you if you feel some type of way about it, but if you're a man, you're not meant to be pregnant. It's not natural. It's weird, okay? They're trying to normalize these things. There's a bunch of emojis I could go into. They have all these types of eyes, Saturn symbols, genies, which is a demon, all these different types of devils. Moving on from that bullshit though, let's look at Android's internet logo. First of all, I want to say the word internet itself, the wordplay behind that, is like enter the net. A net is used to trap things. And then what? You go surf the web or go on a website. Spiders use webs also to trap things. So basically the wordplay is enter the trap and get stuck in the web. You know what I'm saying? And let's get real, that's exactly what it is. It's a trap. You spend hours and hours on it, wasting your life away. The logo for the Android internet is Saturn. Saturn was one of the most evil Roman gods. He ate his own children. And Saturn actually does represent Satan. Alright, heavily worshipped in the occult. You're elite, it's everywhere. They named the day Saturday after Saturn. All the planets they named after false gods. That's another story for another day. But look into it for yourself, don't take my word for it. Saturn does represent Satan. Simple as that. Once again, you got Internet Explorer using Saturn to represent themselves. So, there you have it. A theory of mine, it also almost looks like a 666. If you can see it, then you can see it. If not, moving on, because that's not what's important. The thing is, they chose to use Saturn once again. Now, for my favorite one, you got Firefox, aka Fire 666. You got this burning fox wrapped around the world, right? In numerology, fox represents 666. In Freemasonry, they love to talk in code and use numerology. That's basically how they operate. This was all done by design, I'm telling you for a fact. Pornography is called XXX because X in numerology is a 6. The number of the beast right there on something that is so wicked for your soul. Yeah, man, don't get it twisted though. It's not just Firefox, 20th Century Fox, Fox News, Fox Kids, Fox TV channel, which glorifies the devil with shows like Lucifer and many others. And this is all done by design, why they named it that. Even in cartoons and movies, they're always representing the fox character as either a thief or some type of wicked character, you know? Even in the show Naruto, I don't know if you've seen it, I'm going to be doing a whole video breakdown on anime shows. But Naruto has this demon inside him that's sealed inside him, and the demon is a fox, right? Even when he transforms into his, like, power phase, whatever you want to call it, look here closely on his outfit, and they put the 666 right there, showing that they know that the fox represents 666, and that's why they chose it. And that's about it for today. I want to say all praises to the Most High God. I thank everyone for watching the video and making it all the way through. That's awesome. If you want to leave some feedback, I'd honestly love to see it, negative or good. And subscribe to the channel for upcoming content because I got lots coming. And I'm just going to end it off with a few scriptures. I thank every single one of you. Appreciate y'all.